After a long time, we're reunited with Brad the man. I find out who I am at 4 AM when I wake up and that alarm goes off. I find out who I am very quickly. I don't know if you were into sports and stuff, but a lot of teams would normally make a comeback in the second half. And Jamil, just prayed. And we are now heading to the gym. It's a little bit of a drive because it's actually in my hometown where I grew up. I grew up in a place called Macclesfield. It's just outside there. But this is the best gym. Genuinely the best gym. I love these bodybuilding gyms. I don't like this commercial gym group that I've got to go to now because people are just doing all sorts. You can't fully lock in and get laser focused. There's too much booty everywhere. I just want to focus on my workout, and the machines here are sick. Every time I get a sick pump. This is where I grew my best physiques, and I also had the most transformative periods of my life. I was still a druggie, I had girl problems, I had friend problems, but whenever I'd go to that gym, I had no problems. Every gym bro can relate. Beautiful summer's day. Is life good? I think life's good. And the reason life is good, like, I'm still in my Audi. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I get to pursue my goals every single day, and I know I'm getting closer to them inch by inch, second by second, day by day. I get to wake up at 4 AM every day. I get to put myself through difficulty and hardship. I get to make these videos and make an impact. I get to just be the best man I can be. And any of you guys watching, you've got the same opportunity to just really, really give it your all. When you're giving it 100% effort and your day's just jam-packed with activities, things that are moving the needle forward, pushing you towards your ideal life, life doesn't get much better than that. Because when I started making money with my agency, when I hit my first 10k months, 14k months, whatever, I still wasn't that satisfied because I wasn't putting myself through that much pain. I was still fat. I still wasn't trying that hard in the gym. I wasn't trying that hard in all the areas of my life. That was just the accumulation of the year of graft that I put in beforehand. So the money without the hard work, and the money without the right mindset, and the money without your daily habits pushing you forward, is just a curse. It's a curse, because everyone always says this, but it rings true every single time. The process itself is the reward. Oftentimes it's really easy to just get caught up in the moment with what you're doing now, and you get so focused on the end result that you forget to appreciate the blessings you're living in now. But when you open your heart to gratitude, Allah, God, gives you more, because you're showing that you're appreciative of what you currently have, and that opens up a frequency to allow you to get more. Allah says in the Quran, if you're grateful, I'll surely increase you. Brings through every day. I'm looking at all this greenery out, sun illuminating on it, and it looks absolutely amazing, beautiful. Alhamdulillah, subhanallah, Allahu Akbar. So blessed to be able to pursue my faith every day, pray to God, have that connection with him that I didn't used to have, because honestly, when I was a degenerate, I didn't deserve that relationship with him. I didn't deserve it. Why should I? I'm disobeying him blatantly every day. At one point I disbelieved in him completely. If you look at videos of me from like 2 years ago on TikTok, you'll see I look different. My face had a bit more darkness to it, so I was living quite a dark life. I was just transitioning out of it, but I was living a dark life. This drive that I'm going on now always brings back so much nostalgia. Which is growing up, I used to drive my Ford Fiesta on these roads, like just wanting to go on a drive. In COVID, I'd go driving in the countryside because I couldn't stay in. I always had this rebellious nature, like, screw what anyone says, I'm doing what I want to do. And that's a great trait to have as an entrepreneur. But when you don't have the right mindset, the right habits, and you're not putting it towards productive things, it can cause such havoc for the people around you. I remember I caused so much problems for my parents because I had my energy misaligned into the wrong things. You all have little character traits about you that determine who you are. And a lot of times society will try and get you to suppress this and just virtue signaling, like, oh, well, you can't be aggressive, you can't have this energy, no, you can't pursue your dreams, no, you need to go to uni, you need to go in this office job. Just all of these things that make you who you are, with that warrior spirit that you've had since you were a kid. They try and pull you down. They don't want you to have that, because you're dangerous when you can do that. You can resist oppression when you rise up to your character traits and become your truest, most authentic self. But that's when you start seeing real success as an entrepreneur, when you're your truest, most authentic self. And oftentimes, the way to express your truest, most authentic self is to put yourself through hardship. I find out who I am at 4 a.m. when I wake up and that alarm goes off. I find out who I am very quickly when I wake up and I don't snooze. I don't want to wake up at 4 a.m. every day. Believe me, I'm only getting 5 hours sleep a night at the minute. And some nights, some mornings I wake up and I'm like, I do not want to do this. And why have I done this to myself? And the bed's so warm and it's just pulling me back in. The sheets just want to wrap around me, and if I just close my eyes for a bit longer, I'll be back in sleep and it'll be so comfortable. But I can't do it to myself, because the identity I've created for myself now is too strong to fall back on. The identity I've created for myself now does exactly what he said he's going to do. And the identity I've got is going to carry me towards success in multitudes. It's all about just testing yourself and testing your character. That's the true life of a man. How much hardship can you go through? How much are you willing to endure? How much can you sacrifice to get towards the goals that you've painted out in your mind? Everyone great has painted out a vision for themselves in their mind, and they've worked relentlessly every day to get there. All the great conquerors, Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan, all of the Muslim warriors, everyone, they've all casted a vision in their mind. Maybe it's a vision from God of their destiny, and they worked relentlessly towards it every day. And we are in the modern era now, so things are ever more easier for us. So we just need to keep aligning ourselves with those visions, and we can get the spoils of war. But it's not going to be easy, brother. It's not going to be easy, but it is simple. And it all starts with your process and your structures. Define where you want to go. Define who you want to be, because that's more important. You have to think about the man that can achieve the goals, the man that can drive the Ferrari, the man that can retire his parents. These are the goals you need to set, and then you need to work relentlessly. So you do things following a structure. You can't just say, I want a Ferrari. You have to break it down. Right, how am I going to get a Ferrari? The best way is probably to start a business. What am I naturally good at? What skills could I naturally succeed in? Okay, yeah, I'm good at speaking to people. Maybe I could do sales. And then boom, you try things, you fail. You have to put that brute force energy out there to make sure that you get some kind of result. So that's the mindset and the habits, not nailed down. You're going to let your daily habits reflect your goals, okay? So let's say that you're learning high income skills like sales. You also want to be nailing down more things to do with this, like your hardship. So you want to be waking up early, force that discomfort straight away. You want to have a morning routine. You want to be able to wake up and just a 15-20 minute thing to get you aligned. So I pray, I make my bed, I read my Quran, I do 50 push-ups, I drink my water, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to attack. Then I'm getting straight into my morning cardio, or I'm sitting down and starting on my biggest needle moving task. You've got to break it down into a process to make your life easier. And then the more you do this, the more momentum you stack. I remember at one point I was writing down 50 tasks for myself to do in a day. That's not something I'd ever do now, but it just shows the level of output I wanted to operate at. I thought I could do everything. I thought I was Superman. I thought I could be relentless. But if you just do 5 daily tasks, 5 things that are going to move the needle forward for you every single day, there is no way that you don't see amazing progress in the next 3 to 6 months. These things, the mindset and the habits, they have to be reinforced by the correct nutrition, like I've been through today, and the proper training. Because as a man, you can't just chase money. You have to chase development. And that starts with building your physical and spiritual self as well, not just mental. But when you build your physical, mental, spiritual strength, the financial rewards have to come to you as a result, because you've built the man that can receive it. And this is the only way to find true purpose and true fulfillment as a man, is to have all of these things working together with you. Physical health, mental health, spiritual health, financial success, financial health, financial reward, to look after those close to you, to have more impact on the world, so that your words have weight, to get all the nice things but show more gratitude to God. Every time I get something new materialistic, I get more grateful to God. This misconception that material things take you away, that's for the weak people that don't pray, that can't set their mind to having a relationship with their creator, because they let their worldly desires, the haram ones, control them. When you get that divine relationship with God and you get the material goods, you just become increasingly more grateful. I love it. I love it. I'm so grateful to be living this life. And when all these things work in conjunction, there's no way that you don't achieve your goals. And every 3 to 6 months, you're going to be updating your goals, updating your things you're striving for. And they're always going to increase and get better and better and better. And that's where the true fulfillment comes in. I'll see you boys at the gym. After a long time, I'm reunited with Brad the man. Literally used to see him every day when we were working on the sales team, but life happens. That's what I was talking about before. Like, your friendships are only going to be based around business development or shared interests. But when everyone's kind of splits apart, because Brad doesn't do the sales now, Brad's a coach as well. When everyone splits apart doing their own thing, the only time you'll ever link up is to do something kind of together. Like, if we're just going to sit there and make videos all day, we're just going to be talking over each other. So it's good to meet up and do something like the gym. Keep those friendships going, because the only real friendships that matter are the ones where you're pursuing towards one goal together, or helping each other throughout life. But yeah, love this gym. Boys, this is the same machine that injured me, but the reason I come back is like toxic girl, because it gives you the best chest gauge. Like, I'll go through the pain, that's fine, because I know it's going to keep delivering me results, it's going to keep scratching that itch. So yeah, back to this, being more careful with my form now, easing back into things, but still a good workout.
Just put it back on the machine. Huh? Put it back on. Oh, see, like, you're gonna injure your shoulder again.
That's probably hard, isn't it?
It is.
You guys have just saw me retard max. Wait, is it 20 at a 10?
Yeah.
Like for a clip.
Bomba klar.
Is it rolling?
Yeah, yeah. Are you roll? Yeah, you're rolling.
Is Brad rolling?
You're rolling. You're rolling. Right. That's a nice smell. That. What's that?
Not sure.
Oh, the guy, the Uber driver, Muslim Donny. He had that. It's nice oud from Saudi.
Did he?
Cost him 180 quid.
No way.
It's so nice.
What did he give you some?
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, have some, brother." Right, this is a bit weird now. It's like a crop top. 1 second.
Guys, Brad's getting nude again.
It's fine, man.
Saudi's sick. We were gonna go in October. I don't know if that'll happen anymore.
I don't know, no. I mean...
Yeah, as in, like, we were gonna go with family. And then,
Yeah.
obviously, if you man came as well, that would be sick. If not, we'll just go another time.
I'll try my best in it. We'll see what...
You're making bread now, though.
Yeah.
Started to.
Bread.
Income.
Cash flow. It's
Income.
fine. Got some money in.
If not, I definitely want to go next Ramadan.
Yeah, inshallah. We'll do
Bro,
that.
Ramadan is crazy.
Packed.
Like, I'd rather go then. I know that, like, when I was there, I was complaining that it was busy.
Yeah.
But bro, like, the connection is different. Like, one night, on the 25th night, right?
Yeah.
I slept till like 2 p.m. or 2:30, and I had to edit a vlog. I was editing a vlog for one of the day in the life I was doing for Instagram. So then I wanted to film a couple more videos. So I stayed at the hotel till 5:30, and I had to get into the masjid by 5:30 if I wanted a spot, and I didn't get in. So I had to go pray on the street, and they were like, no, we can't let you in. And I was so shocked. I was like, no, sure, what the fuck? It's the 25th night. No.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
And I felt so helpless, and I just started crying.
Yeah.
I was just like bawling like a baby. But it wasn't like out of anger. It was like, oh, I've come all this way, and like, oh, I just felt like, you know what the feeling when you get when you go in front of the Kaaba?
Yeah. It's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah, but I couldn't explain why I was crying, and people were like trying to offer me food to break my fast. I was like, no. And the whole night, every ayah in prayer, I'd read the translation, I'd just be weeping. Like, but
that's mad, you know.
Bro, it was amazing.
Mad. That's actually crazy.
You know, it's like when you explain to a non-Muslim, like, yeah, I went to Mecca and I was crying.
No, honestly, even when I went, because even you said it yourself, like, you don't really cry that much.
Yeah. I never cry.
And you literally never cry. And to be honest, even myself, like, I do cry in it, but I would never cry as much in front of people, especially in a group of people. Like, there's like 5, 6 of us, like, in that little group. And oh my god, as soon as I saw the Kaaba, I was like,
you're
straight instant.
Weeping.
I bet, yeah, like you
remember
said.
Issa? You could just hear Issa behind us, like, that's what set me off. I was like, what the fuck?
As soon as I heard him, I was like, oh, I feel it. Oh, mad.
Nah, but bro, genuine, the connection you felt like, I can't explain it, bro. It's actually just insane.
Yeah, inshallah, we all do it together, including Igor, Karai as well. Like, that'd be so mad, that.
Like,
all the brothers together.
Looking at the translation, and it's sort of Hakka, and it's a very scary sort of.
Yeah.
It's like, it talks about like the blessings of paradise, and then what hell will
The
be
worst,
like.
yeah, I'll say, yeah.
Bro, I was weeping.
Is that when it talks about the, like, porcelains? Oh, I can't remember what it was.
No, yeah, it's like that, but it's that one, you know, when like, you know, on those Islamic reels, there's like, one of them, it sounds like this, Nahamia, no.
I've not heard that one.
It's some reciter like crying, doing that,
right.
and it's that one,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh bro, nah, it's so scary. I was just weeping, crying my eyes out.
Please don't.
I was like, nah, please. Crazy.
Yeah, you're so right though. Like, I bet like if any non-Muslim that like watches any of this, like, what we went to Saudi Arabia and cried at a black rock, they'd be like, what?
What's wrong with you?
Innit? Other than reviewing my own videos, like, how else do you think I can like learn? Just like watching things. It just feels like
no. just try things. Like, you need to make better YouTube videos too. Like actual high quality. What I started doing yesterday, and one of my tasks is review. Like, I've been looking at like Hormozy's thumbnails and then just trying to recreate them for my own. And I'll just play around, just start changing some of my YouTube titles.
So it's just basically like trying to improve in any area within the online space, like whether that's on Instagram or like YouTube.
And sometimes I just make, if I'm feeling in the mood, I'll just make loads of reels at once.
Is it not specific? Is it just whatever feels right that you need to fix because you know something didn't go well?
Yeah, if a video is underperforming, I'll change stuff on YouTube. But otherwise, sometimes I just batch create reels. To be honest, I need to finish this Miro board, and then I'm going to work on making more course modules. I've got my...
Oh, wow. Don't go down on this right here. Flipping out, what's going on here? Because I think because you know how you always say I overwhelm myself and I overcomplicate stuff.
Yeah.
It's very true. I overcomplicate it when it comes to what to do.
Oh yeah, shit.
And then that's when because yesterday I'm gonna do a video on it later. I literally had the biggest meltdown I've ever had in my life. Like, I was so stressed out that my brain was going fuzzy. Like, it hurt. And I was like, oh, I was literally grabbing my head. I was like, fuck. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was like screaming at myself.
Why?
My sister was like, Brad, what's up? I was like, I'm fucking hit myself. Bro, because I noticed, it was after I read Atomic Habits, and it was talking about motion and action. And it really narrowed down everything down to me. I looked at my task list, I was like, it's all fucking motion. Like, I'm doing anything other than act. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I was like, why do I avoid it so much? I have so much going on in my life. This should be my motivation.
Bro,
why am I not motivated?
video.
What the fuck is this in it? You know what I mean? It's so dumb.
It's stupid.
It really winds me up because it's like, I should be able to use that. And for some reason I don't. And it just made no sense to me. So now I'm just trying to, day by day, just try and improve the tiniest bit.
Well, the thing is, bro, it's always better to do less things for longer rather than overwhelm yourself with too much. Like, just refine the things that are actually going to move you forward. And then I came to my own realization about it, and I made a post about it in the community. And I was like, guys, I know what it feels like, just in case anyone can relate. Like, I know what it feels like when you're trying out content and you feel like your brain's on fire and tearing apart. Because I get it, bro. When I really struggle with infotainments to come up with my own. I'm like, how do I make this relate to my offer? And then I'm like, fuck, you're not creative enough. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's how I feel as well.
So it's good, but you know that feeling? That feeling means you're growing. When your brain is on fire and it feels like there's such a blockade and you can't get past it, that just means your neural pathways are growing to solve this new problem. So all you need to do, don't reach for your phone when you've got this problem. Don't be like, all right, I'm just going to distract myself. No, sit with that problem for 15 minutes or however long it takes until you've solved that fucking problem. Don't stop. I get a notepad next to me. I journal every morning now, and when I'm trying to make this content, like, to package, because I want to make the most impact I can. The way that my brain gets ideas, sometimes I'll get an image in my head, and sometimes I'll get like a word. And if I lose track of that word, that's the whole idea gone. So I need to write it down instantly, there and then. I'll put like infotainment reel, purpose, and then just start building off that. Like, I made one for today, and I think it lets the message come across quite well. But you have to feel that pain in your mind. It means you're doing the right thing.
Especially when you actually do it as well. Then that's what the growth there.
It's like, bro, I couldn't even, because with Eco, our work was just knock doors, respond to people in the group chat, and send voice notes, and then I had to sort out deals with Ryan and flipping Harge on the phone with them for 2 hours every day. That wasn't real work.
No,
that's business operations. When we're doing what we're doing now, online business, you have to sit down in front of your computer without checking Instagram, without checking whatever bitch is texting you.
No, you're not wrong.
Like, you know when you feel resistance to a problem, when you're like, oh, right, can't focus, the first urge is go back to your phone.
And
you have to snap that out, Because when you resist that and don't go on your phone, that's when you actually sit down and do the work, and that's when the work's most impactful.
Yeah, I noticed that this morning. I because I keep finding it hard to take the action, and obviously yesterday, like you were talking about that fiery feeling in your brain, it's like where the growth comes. Today I feel 10 times better as a person.
Because
Like,
you actually sat with it.
Yeah, because it was like sometimes you repeat something so much to the point where you just have this massive like, fuck, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And it's a breakthrough. If you use it as a breakthrough anyway. And today I was just like, right, action. I sat down, I'd started the Miro board, I put everything away. I was like, I know I don't know what to do, but I was like, but I'm gonna sit in front of the screen and I'm gonna see what happens and see what I write down. And then I started writing it down. I only did like half an hour because I was short for time, but I still got something done, innit?
Sorry, this isn't great advice. This is not great advice. If Charlie Morgan saw this video, he'd kill me. But because he says focus on one task at a time, and I completely agree. When you're building something, like let's say that I'm building course modules or I'm building some training or videos or something, then don't have any earphones in, don't have any of that, just work. When you're doing this Miro board, and you're recapping your life, right? Before you're doing the full analysis stage, like your major setback, your major analysis, your major achievements, before you're breaking down the why and you're just trying to get pen to paper and write down everything that's happened in your life, I just put on like a Hormozy podcast and it makes me want to do the work more.
Really? I find it so hard. I'll try it, innit? But I find it so hard to do two things, like listen and think.
No, it's because I'm working, but then I'll hear it's.
You're not actually listening to it, but it's kind of going into your head.
No, but then I'll hear one like sentence that like makes me think, oh fuck yes, I can use that. And I don't know, I know it's a dopamine overload, and I know it's not a good habit, and I wouldn't do it for all deep work, but it's just because I've been procrastinating this Miro board so much that I have to get it done one way or another.
Yeah. Well, that's literally what I wanted to ask anyway, just about that, because I just wanted to know what else to do in my day, because I've got so much time, and it's to the point now where I have few tasks, and I feel like because I have few tasks to do, you know how you said like, just because you have less tasks doesn't mean that you're doing less. Yeah. Like you've still got, like you got to make those tasks last a lot longer and do a lot more within that task. I have this bad habit of just seeing it like, oh, I have 5 tasks today. Oh, it's fine.
Great.
It's fine. I'll just leave it till later, innit? Because it's like,
because so you think you have the whole day.
Yeah, because you don't. As soon as it gets to about 4 o'clock for me, because my life gets so hectic in terms of exercise around that time, because I'm coming back from the gym, I'm making my meal before I go boxing, then I go boxing, then I'm coming home at like 8, then I'm making my next meal, and it's getting to like 9, 10 o'clock, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, I have nothing else to do. I need to go sleep in like an hour or 2.
You have to time yourself.
Yeah, I should do that a lot more.
And it sounds bad, you shouldn't always do this, but set yourself some kind of incentive. Like, I set myself the incentive of, I'm going to go on a drive once I finish my work. I'm going to go on a walk once I finish my work. It's a sunny day. I want to go and drive now. I want to go walk now, but I can't until I finish my work.
Yeah.
So then, boom.
That's a good thing though, isn't it? Because that's like the 4th step on the habit thing. Like, you're giving yourself a reward. It's that satisfaction. So when you know you've done something, you're like, right, I can do it. And sometimes you might not even do it because you might not have the time.
It's true, but you also want the process itself to be rewarding. You want the actual work to be rewarding, not the pleasure. Because then you're always going to see the work as a chore. But I actually enjoy the work.
Yeah.
But
I feel like we do enjoy the work. When you're actually stuck in it, you do start to enjoy it a lot more. It's just building up. It's so weird. Like, my whole life, I've always understood that, but for some reason, I still push myself away from it. But then when you're in it, you're like, fuck yeah, this is sick. But then you just don't do it. It's so dumb. I don't know what is wrong with me sometimes.
No, it's normal. But once you break that barrier, it's a daily thing. That's why the morning routine's so important.
It is.
Actually get yourself in that flow state, and then you've already stacked up the wins. And you know what, bro? This is something I struggle with, and I noticed that on my like, I'll be transparent. This month again, in revenue, I made 11k, but I think I'm broke. I think I don't reward myself for it. I'm like, oh, that's shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's so hard because you have to compare where you've come from to where you are, and you don't recognize like the daily habits that we're doing now are still way more productive than they were a year ago or 2 years ago. So you just need to keep applauding yourself, like well done, well done, well done. And when you've completed a task, be like, yes, you've just completed this.
Yeah.
If you don't, you just go from task to task without actual any mental reward.
Yeah.
And then you wonder, you go to bed and you're like, I've not done anything. But And I don't know if you were into sports and stuff, but a lot of teams would normally make a comeback in the second half. And over the past month, you've already been building that momentum, which is what I like to call like the pre-season momentum. So now I think would be the best time, now that we've already
take things to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, so you've already got much closer to your physique goals. You've already showed consistency with that. And I think your mindset's a lot better than it was. I'm just looking at you now, bro. You seem a lot more mature. You seem a lot more like masculine. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, bro, what do you think's been the main thing that's been helping you?
Honestly, the modules, you know, the videos. When you spoke about all the different concepts and you went into depth and you provided examples in your life how it's impacted you, you know, I can tell it's like something that you've implemented in your life and it's positively impacted you. So knowing that, how am I not going to implement it in my own life, and how am I not going to try and embody those traits? If I can see how big of an impact it's had on you, then of course I'm going to try my best. It's not going to be possible all the time to think, you know, like a warrior mindset, but try and uphold that model as best as I can.
Good. It's actually been a sick day today, boys. Weather's booming as well. Just finished my client call, coaching call with one of you guys, and really good call as always. Smashed that gym session earlier with Brad, and I'll put in, we went on a big yap session afterwards and the camera cut out halfway through, but we were getting into some really good topics, but I'll put on what I can. You guys won't know the difference. But yeah, the call with the Dill coaching call was very constructive, and the main premise was, like, over the past 4 weeks he's completely shifted who he was. He had no real goals, had no real ambition, like purpose. He knew he wanted to achieve things, but just couldn't really stick to them. And the way that we've kind of battled that is by defining purpose and defining structure and defining routine, so that you can stick to that every single day, using the 5-4-5 method, using the daily tasks, using your 5 ironclad goals, using the 4-step morning routine to make sure that you crush any single goal that you set out for yourself. And he's already dropped 4 pounds in weight. He's looking way more aesthetic, getting the abs coming through. He's now broken the limiting beliefs behind actually starting in entrepreneurship, and now he's starting to look into starting entrepreneurship, like appointment setting. And it's just that first step, and it's the same step that I had to go through. I just had to try brute force a bunch of different businesses, and through that I developed myself along the way. And that's what you need to go through as a man. You need to go through that period of turmoil and just giving it your all and sticking to your habits, because every 3 to 6 months you should be updating your software. And this is what I was saying on the call. Like, I've developed myself so much every 3 to 6 months. Even 6 months ago, you guys can see on this channel, I was a complete different person. I still had a lot of fat in my face. I was still working my sales agency, but talking about how I hated it. And I just, is it the right vehicle? Is there a way out? And alhamdulillah, Allah's been blessing me. And I've still got a long way to go, but I love the fact that the journey's just getting begun. And every 3 to 6 months you can undergo massive change, but you only get there by picking direction for yourself and sailing it with full intention every single day. That's what it comes down to. You're not going to see millions overnight. I don't care what anyone tells you. I hate how all these gurus are talking about, oh, well, you just follow my way, you'll get to 10k a month. That's not the way it goes. It's all about the daily effort, the daily tasks, and building the man that could actually reap the benefits of his labor. Like, 2 people can invest in a mentorship or a course, and one of them can just buy it and do nothing. Or one of them he might really want to do it, but he's not built the right structure, he's not built the right mental frameworks, he's not built the right resilience to actually stick at something. So he'll be like, oh, it's a scam, doesn't work. And the other person will come in ready to learn, ready to apply, ready to execute, and he'll end up making success just like a Dill has. So when you guys are on this journey, you need, just like I had to be constantly resetting the goals and resetting the boundaries. And that's why it's so important that it's now Q3. The second half of the year has fully started officially, and this is the time the winners and the losers are going to be shown, because with most sports teams, the first half of the year is really easy. The first half of the year, people can get by and someone might be in the lead, but the second half is when people really up the throttle. The second half is when people come for that title race, and some people overtake others, and that's what you finish on. So this next half of the year, we've got summer to really lock in. Summer just good vibes anyway, and when you're locking in summer, when other people are partying, you can still go out and enjoy stuff, but as long as it's not detracting from your daily habits, you're going to be in a better mood, you're going to have more energy, there's nicer sunrise, sunsets, longer days to attack and execute your goals. You can make the world of a difference. But it all starts from that vision. All starts from the vision. When I was getting into business, I always thought it was about the money. I always thought that if I just chase money and set goals for myself, like, yeah, I just want a Ferrari, then naturally I'm going to get the Ferrari. But it's not about that. You can visualize the Ferrari. I still visualize it. And when I went to Dubai and spent all my money on the Ferrari, I visualized that happening. And everything I have visualized and prayed for has ended up happening in some form or another. But the only way that you can be continued with the progress without feeling disheartened is to break it down into these inputs, these input-based goals, sticking consistent to your daily tasks, stay learning more about these business models, waking up at 4 a.m. or whatever time that's going to cause discomfort that you can stick to. And through this, you actually find success. Like the Ferrari and all that stuff, that's fine. When I first started making money, like I was happy, but I wasn't fulfilled, because I'm only fulfilled when I'm executing every day and growing and crossing new barriers. That's the true success, and that's the true fulfillment, and that's everything I preach. And when if you guys are ready to start putting that into practice for yourselves and actually becoming the man that's worth more than just money, earning your purpose, earning your will, earning your earning your potential, then you can. Genuinely, you can. You just have to pick the path for yourself. Be consistent every day, because most people quit after 2 months, and genuinely you'll beat 99% of people. Now, I do work with a small group of men who are committed to actually bettering their lives and actually putting the systems that I talk about into practice. And just like Adil, just like Brad, everyone's seeing exponential growth, and it's helping them develop the mindset, develop the habits, develop the right training, and becoming the man who's ultra valuable, where success has to be drawn to him, and feeling fulfilled in the daily effort to not keep you disheartened, to keep you on track for your goals, to keep you smashing everything you set out for. So if that is something you guys are interested in, drop me a message on Instagram, or if you just want to check out more of what I do, I still wake up at 4 a.m. every day. I still do everything I say I'm going to do. If you want a bit of the behind the scenes, follow me on Instagram, or just watch my stories. You don't have to follow me, or just drop me a message on there. Or I've got the booking link in my bio if you want to know more about the one-to-one mentorship. If you got any questions as well, just let me know. It's been a pleasure, boys. As always, keep pushing, stay hard. Make sure that 2025, that last half of 2025, is your year. This year is going to make or break us. Let's keep crushing it.